Hi everyone, I'm Saksham Jain, founder of Macha.ai. First of all, thanks a lot to FILBangalore for hosting this stage for builders out here. And today I got this opportunity to talk to you about building a Web3 discovery layer. So what is a discovery layer in Web3? Before we jump into this, let's talk about the internet in general. What is internet? Internet is a collection of information. That information is scattered across the web at different sources. Right now, in Web 2.0, that sources are centralized databases for social graph projects like Facebook, Instagram, professional networks like LinkedIn, your email servers, and anything like messaging like WhatsApp. But in Web 3.0, that data is not scattered. It's all about open. That data is on public blockchains. It's on P2P networks. Can we redefine how we will be building a search infrastructure for that, a Web3 search infrastructure? Before I jump into what and how we are going to build about, let's talk about federated network because this is a concept that we have used in our approach of building a search infrastructure. Federated network is a general concept about where multiple entities which never interact with one another but still serve a single purpose. Did you guys ever heard about federated learning in learning process? Training AI models with federated learning? That's what federated network is all about. These data sources never interact with one another, they never share data with one another, and still they serve the purpose of training one AI model. Another example of federated network is, have you guys heard about Mastodon? A social network, decentralized social network, Mastodon. It's built on activity pubs infrastructure, which is a federated network, where you can have your digital identities, you can post a content on different servers. These servers never interfere with one another, but the data is still shared between the servers. Why we are doing this? Why we are taking up this approach? What is a blockchain right now? Blockchain is not a single entity. There are multiple blockchains. There are L1s, there are L2s. Ethereum is one L1, then Polygon is out there. All of us are creating so much of a content on blockchain right now. How many of you have ever minted NFT? Take a hands up. How many of you have ever minted an NFT? Did you guys have any social identity profile? Lens profile, Farcaster profile, ENS, unstoppable domain. Hands up. Okay. Did you ever traded on a blockchain, a DeFi trade, a lending protocol trade, derivatives trade? So we are already putting a lot of information on blockchain. And I'm going to tell you, in the next 10 years, this information will be much more scaled up above what information exists right now in every centralized servers out there. How can we, how can we discover all this information? We are humans. We are not machines. The purpose of human is to look for something very easily. And the purpose of machine is to solve the purpose of human with a complex integrity. We have a search engine. All of us use Google, right? Google, everyone knows about. Can you think about anything like that in Web3 right now? Anything like that? Where do you go to mint your NFTs right now? One platform. OpenSea, Rarible, sorry, Solana. Solana is a blockchain, it's not a platform. Yeah. So you're exploring NFTs on their platforms, right? But we talked about Web3 is never meant to be siloed. Can I mint the NFT on a search engine? Do you know about this platform called sound.xyz? You know? There are almost above 3,000 artists who are creating music on chain. This library will be much more bigger than ever the Spotify created. Can you search for that music anywhere except then sound.xyz? We propose there should be a search engine which allow you to access NFTs, allow you to access music, allow you to access your social identities. You can interact with that. And that's why we need a Web3 search engine, and the approach is fragmented, which the approach is P2P networks, federated networks. So I will be talking about not a very technical, in a very technical language. Let's me put up in a very layman language because Web3 audience is not just developers. We are marketers, we are designers, we are community people. And then all of us are together builders, right? So how the federated network infrastructure works around. All these nodes are different nodes. This can be your mobile, this can be your computer, but this can be a server computer at certain infrastructure level on some corporate. All these nodes are indexing data from blockchain. They might be indexing a data from a single blockchain. They might be indexing data from multiple blockchain. But they can also index data from peer-to-peer networks like XMTP, like Huddle01, like IPFS. But there is one more problem in this scenario. There's too much information. Every information is of different kind. There's an image, there's a media, there's a text. How we'd look for this information when they are so different from one another? That's why we need a federated network for that. In a federated network, all these nodes have agreed to come into a single consensus. What that consensus is, they will be modifying their data into a unified metadata format. That is what Macha proposed. A format which is defined by a DAO governance of these participants. Once they index this data, they have other nodes which we call curator nodes. Do you think, can we build a recommendation engine for just music? Who listen to music on Spotify or SoundCloud? Can we have a one recommendation engine or one search engine for music uploaded to Spotify as well as SoundCloud? That's what curator network can do. Okay? So in social graphs right now, there are two different major protocols like Lens and Forecaster aggregating their information. Our tech involves data engine, search engine, and relay engine. And I won't go deeper into this. I'm already time's up, guys, sorry. But this is the entire protocol infrastructure, how it looks like. So we have different protocols like Lens, Sound, Huddle01, IPFS, and then they create data on blockchains, different blockchains. People like you, me, developers, builders out there can run indexes on this, but they format this data in a single unified metadata format and put into a federated network. It's not a blockchain. Federated network is not a blockchain. It's a peer-to-peer network, but it's decentralized completely. We are putting an AI engine on top of it to put context search, and then there's a discovery. Chatbots, let's build our OpenAI, our own version of OpenAI on Web3. Let's build our own version of Google on this. And can we access NFTs on Web2 platforms like Notion or your Google Doc? This is all possible if you have all this data together at a one peer-to-peer network. So my last closing thoughts are, so this is what we need. There's 99% of people that are still missing on Web3. They are on Web2. We want to create something so that they can easily jump from Web2 to Web3. Let's not expect them to create or mint an NFT. Let's just give them a discovery layer so that they can discover all the NFTs or all the music, all the social profiles. Thank you, everyone. I'm here. If anyone would love to connect with me on search infrastructure, give their thoughts, feedbacks, and everything, I'm over here. Would love to have a chat with them.